Hello, Happy New Year. It is January, the Monday of the year. It is the star month for change, starting new, refreshing, whatever you want to call it, a rebirth. It is time, it is now, or it is never, right? So I know we all feel so pumped and excited about the new year, and we hope we stick to all of our goals. And usually we don't, and that's okay, but just to have the intention to do so and to put your mind in the right place and know that you do need a change, that itself can lead to growth. And every year, like so many of you, I get very excited and pumped and motivated, and then a few months go by and you're just like, oh, okay, I'm good. I did it. I'm done. But this year, I'm really going to push forward and try to finish off strong. Last year was a huge reality check. That time is flying and it is going faster than I can keep up with. And it's also nice to know that the hard doesn't last and to just tough it out, keep going. A year is going to fly by and you're going to be so happy that you stuck to your plans. So I got this great idea from a friend of mine to start showcasing recipes from people that I follow on YouTube or Instagram, or just other cooks, chefs that I enjoy watching. I thought this was a great idea because I always look for new recipes. I always like to see how people switch up meals and use different ingredients and how they interpret something. And I always cook from other people's recipes. So what better way than to show the recipes that I love with you all, and I will rate them as far as if I liked it or not, if it was easy, if I would make it again, if it was, I definitely want to focus on whether it was affordable. That is something that I'm very passionate about, and I really want people to understand that you can eat healthy and keep your budget. So for the first few recipes, I decided to keep it real simple, and I just chose a few drinks that I either wanted to try myself or I have been drinking for a while and I really want to just share the recipe with you all. So for the first recipe, I wanted to try this delicious latte that I saw on YouTube. I found it on a YouTube channel called Pickuplimes, and she made a cinnamon coconut cream latte. So I love cinnamon, I love coconut, and I love lattes, so I had to give it a try. While she was making this, she said it was easily her new favorite warm drink. And along with this latte in her videos, she made another latte and 2 cookies that look so good. And she also said, and I quote, "If you're going to consider making anything from this video at all, I'd recommend this drink." So I was sold. There's 4 recipes you're showing, and the one you say that you would recommend making the most, I'm gonna go with that one. So when I first saw the video, I initially thought this was more of a dessert drink. I just thought it would be a lot more sweet and decadent. And I decided that we were going to try it before our new year, new me kind of thing. But I was pleasantly surprised when I took the first sip that it was not as sweet as I was anticipating it to be. It was very light, not too heavy, not dark. And as I was making it, I still was thinking in my mind that it was going to be very sweet because you start off with the caramel sauce, and we had to take a little taste of that before putting the milk in, and it was very delicious, but it was sweet and sugary. And somehow putting in that milk and then adding it with the espresso and mixing that all in, it really cut back on that sugary taste that I kept thinking we were going to get. I loved it. It was very good, and I definitely recommend you checking it out. Again, I will link the video in my description so you can get the full recipe and try it yourself. My boyfriend said it tasted like an $8 latte that you would get from some fancy coffee shop, and I totally agree. What I really like about this recipe is it calls for coconut sugar versus regular white sugar. You can see the sugar thickening up here and becoming a little caramelly. I used hemp milk for my recipe instead of almond milk, but I would have used soy or oat milk if I had it. It smells so sweet and delicious. When I checked out this recipe, one thing I did read from her viewers in the comments was to make sure not to make the espresso until you're ready to pour in the milk, which I thought was great advice, and I went with it. We also used a double shot of espresso for ours, just because that's what we had. So the coffee flavor was a little more prominent, but that was okay. The foam that she put on hers, and I went with whipped cream instead. So as far as it being easy, definitely. If you have everything that you need in the pantry or in your refrigerator, you really don't need to go out and get anything for it. Maybe just different type of milk. I learned something new about milk and lattes from her video, and I appreciate that. Will we make this again? Absolutely, over and over again. I do feel like this is something we can enjoy while eating healthy. It really wasn't as sweet, like I said, as I thought, and I feel like I can always cut back on the sugar if I need to, but 100% I would recommend this, and I will definitely be making this again. So check it out, enjoy the recipe, enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys again next week.